Hi, my name is Maddy Joicey. I perceive black sheep design to be in the graphic design industry. The graphic design industry includes planning, designing, and managing the production of visual communication to convey special messages. It is also known as the communication design as they project ideas and experiences with visual and textual context. I chose black sheep design to be in this industry as they create websites, brand image, and do other consulting services. Therefore, I believe it is a great fit. The graphic design industry can also include the design of printed materials, point of sale displays, packaging, and corporate identification. The industry products include printed and static design services, digital and interactive design services, and brand, image, and other consulting services. There are no companies with a dominant market share in this industry. According to the Global Graphic Designers US Industry Market Research Report, October 2017, there are estimated to be 386,609 businesses in this industry, with a total revenue of $62 billion. It is hard to see how this industry performs as a whole due to it being so fragmented with all the different businesses. The annual growth from 2012 to 2017 was 3%, which is quite moderate to low. I will use the VRIO analysis framework to describe the industry that Black Sheep Design is a part of. I will also discuss how the industry looks now and what it will look like in 2030. In order to understand the sources of competitive advantage, firms must use a tool to analyze the external environment, such as Porter's 5 forces and an internal analysis tool. Through this short presentation, I will focus on the VRIO, which is an analytical tool used to analyze firms' internal resources. In order to have a sustainable competitive advantage, firms must follow the 4 aspects of the VRIO framework, which includes being valuable, rare, inimitable, and organized. Valuable. Firstly, what resources add value by enabling a firm to exploit opportunities? In this case, I will refer to how the graphic design industry adds value to their consumers. They do this by creating the consumer's idea into a reality, as well as consulting them and improving their original ideas. Furthermore, the emergence of the internet, social networks, and smartphones have prevented new avenues for product sales as well as opportunities for graphic designers to create advertisements for these mediums. For example, it is easy for consumers to go on Black Sheep Design's website and look at some samples of the work they have done and showcase the added value of their work. Rare. Resources that can only be acquired by one or very few companies are considered rare. Rare and valuable resources grant temporary competitive advantage. The graphic design industry is incredibly fragmented, increasing competition and minimizing competitive advantage. The major disruption to the industry is from technology. The graphic design industry is losing its competitive edge as well as gaining exposure. They are losing this through accessibility as consumers are now able to download free templates of already nicely designed pieces. Such as this PowerPoint, all I had to do was select which template and it had already chosen my fonts and put together all the colors. So essentially it designed the whole thing and all I had to do was select it and fill in the content. I'm not a creative person, but in this time period I could easily put together a well-designed poster or cartoon video made on Scribe via these quick and easy templates. Therefore, consumers are doing it themselves now rather than relying on the professionals as it is much cheaper. Costly to imitate. To purchase the original software and to be able to do full graphic design can be expensive and difficult to imitate. There also needs to be a lot of time put in to learn how to create these designs at a professional level using these complex programs. Not many people have the specific creative eye to be able to produce a creative product to the standard of a professional in this field, nor do they have the time and patience to learn the software. However, as stated previously, the average person can now create something pretty amazing via the online tools available to the public. Organize to capture value. A firm must organize how to capture value, as all this information is no use without being able to implement it. IBIS World identifies 3 major success factors for competitors in this industry to implement. Number 1, having a high prior success rate, including completed prior contracts. Number 2, ability to compete with other suppliers. And lastly, having a good reputation. What will the graphic design industry look like in 2030? The world of graphic design is a fascinating one, serving as both a sponge and mirror to the broader world of technological and social change. Through this incredible rate of change, it is hard to predict what the industry will look like by 2030. In order for the graphic design industry to continue growing and staying competitive, they will have to use technology to their advantage and stay very up to date with the latest trends. Due to all this disruption, it is not an option to fall behind in technology or else they will become obsolete quickly. Thank you for listening.